Alright lads, so today I'll be answering some questions that you guys sent over to me on Twitter. If you want to get involved in these in the future, then let me know. Well, don't let me know. Follow me on Twitter and you can get involved and you can see what I'm up to behind the scenes and all that kind of thing. But without further ado, let's get into the questions. Now the first question comes in from Adam Chisholm. He says, what is your favourite season in F1 career mode and why? Season 3 in F1 2013 career mode springs to mind. But also the current season I'm in right now with McLaren. Both seasons have just been so many really good, unpredictable races. And the fact that this season isn't actually over yet is actually very exciting. So I'm very much looking forward to what happens this season. But because it's not over yet, I'm going to have to say Season 3 back on F1 2013. Tyler says, which race do you find hard to watch? I'd say Russia from last year. Not exactly hard to watch, but hard to stay interested. It was a really boring race for me. James says, favourite team in F1? It has to be McLaren. I've liked those guys for a very long time, just the way they go about their team, the liveries they've used in the past, and I don't know, just the way that they've conducted themselves, I guess. I've just always been a fan of McLaren and their road cars for whatever reason, so it has to be McLaren. Alexander says, what stuff do you use? Hashtag lag bubble. Well, I'm guessing this is a sort of setup kind of question, so I'm actually going to do a really quick room tour and show you guys sort of what the setup looks like at the moment. So this is what my setup looks like right now. I've actually done absolutely no cleaning up before doing this, so you'll see right now I'm actually recording, and that's my audio file, the trace of my voice going through right now, and this is the Q&A screen I'm using to read off the questions from. So this is the room, this is the chair that I use. As you can see, there's a towel there because it can get quite sweaty sometimes. I've noticed that with extended use of the chair. Down there we've got some games, just mainly next-gen stuff down there. Forza Horizon 2, GTA 5, FIFA 14, and then 2 PS4 games that I've never even played yet. So that's top effort for me there. You can see the wheel there, that's the Fanatec CSR, and the regular pedals there. I use a wheel stand, I'm not too sure which one it is, I think it's the Rensport one. There's my PC, just chilling there. I'm actually going to do some upgrades with that in terms of the graphics card and the fans and a little bit, just to make it a little bit nicer and a little bit quieter for when I do live comms and stuff. There's the Xbox One, and behind, and there's the webcam that I bought recently, so I might do some face cam videos soon. Anyway, behind here, behind the two monitors, you can see the Xbox 360, and then behind here is the PS4. So I don't think I actually showed that off in previous setup videos, but that's where the consoles sort of lie, behind the two screens there. As you can see, my sister's Venus flytrap, whatever things are in here, because literally this window here gets so many bugs. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's me, hello. Yeah, so I'm using that now to sort of get rid of the bugs because they all sit on the window. So yeah, as you can see, other things, my wallet, my pen, and some other little things written down on paper. Sunglasses I don't wear anymore, and a water bottle just to top up the fluids when I'm doing commentaries. And then there's, what's that? Those are headphones, Ben. Good job. There's the bed where no magic happens. My, I don't know, board shorts, other stuff, other junk sitting on the ground. And then up here we've got the old, I haven't shown this ever before. I don't know why I didn't do that in previous setup videos, but this is the old Snowball Mic I used to use. Like literally a year ago. We can see Xbox One box. I think that's the PS4 boxes. I had to clear some memory on my phone. I actually ran out, so that's the PS4 box up there. Over here we can see that this is actually the driver's side mirror off of Jason Richards' car from 2007. He lost that. Me and my dad, we came up to the mechanics of the garage, and one of the mechanics was just about to throw this in the bin, and he asked us if we wanted a dead bit. So we took that. Then we got it signed by Jason and then Greg Murphy, and yeah, it's a proud little collection thing I've got. And now I just need to build the rest of my V8 supercar. But yep, that's my cupboard. Up here, actually, you can see the remains of my very first wheel. So as you can see, I've looked after it very well after what happened in the first episode of the Cucumber Challenge for F1 2013. And that's pretty much it, apart from my, I guess, dresser. I got some lovely smellies over here that I've got from birthdays and Christmases over the years. So big thanks to my family who think I smell all the time. But anyway, there's a photo of me and Bree, one of my friends. And yeah, that's pretty much everything in terms of my setup. A few V8 Supercar posters. The only guy that drives anymore is Todd Kelly and Rick Kelly. But these posters are 10 years old now, or 11 years old. I got these back in 2004. Absolutely crazy how old they are. And I still haven't moved them. But yeah, that's the setup. And hopefully that answered your question. Why and when did you decide to make F1 game videos? Now this goes back to F1 2010. Right as I started to join the Apex Racing League site. It was mainly down to FizzyFan91, who was making league race videos at the time. I was inspired by one of his montages, and after that I decided that I wanted to make some F1 videos, just upload my POV from the races, and that's essentially how my YouTube channel as it is right now, that's how it started, all thanks to FizzyFan91. So if you want to thank anyone, go to him. Next question, Bargura. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. He also said he was from the Ath League in part of his question, but he says, how did you find the motivation to do videos when you didn't have many subs? As I said, when I first started YouTube, when I first started doing it properly, I was really just uploading league race videos, and over the months, years that I did that, through 2010, 2011, I just gradually gained subs until I got to about 1,000 subs. So really, my motivation really wasn't to grow on YouTube. I was really just uploading videos for the fun of the game, and just showing other people my races and my highlights from those races. So yeah, and once I really did start to push to make YouTube videos to grow my channel, I guess I've been a little bit lucky in a way that I've always had decent growth up until now. So yeah. Daniel says, when does the Sprint Mode Championship return? I'm going to have to talk to Matt Noble about this, but I really do want to get another season in before the next game comes out, so I reckon in the next month or so you might see another episode return. Alliance says, what editing and recording software do you use, and what are your advanced wheel settings? For editing, I use Sony Vegas Pro 12, and for recording on console I use an Elgato, but for PC I use Bandicam. So there you go. And in terms of my wheel settings, I'll just post them on the screen here so you can see what they are. As I've said many times before, wheel settings, it really comes down to personal preference, I believe. But in terms of my actual wheel settings that are built into the wheel, well, I don't think they're the best, to be honest. I think I've had pretty crap wheel settings ever since halfway through 2013 when I lost my wheel settings, and I haven't exactly been the same pace since. Tractional says, would you rather be forced to use a pad or die? Well, better get the coffin ready. Neural Pie, are you going to make any real life videos? Yeah, I've been thinking about this for a little while now. I'm actually going to buy a GoPro very soon. I'm probably going to make some go-karting videos, and I might do some car vlogging videos, possibly. I've seen other people like the Slapstream do it, and I've been really impressed, so I think I might have a go at doing that. Something a little bit different. I've been feeling a little bit bored creatively as a YouTuber, so I want to try some different kind of videos, and I think you guys will really enjoy them. So I'm not going to reveal too much, but yes, I do have some plans of doing some real life videos very soon. Storage says, when will you do another race with fans? If you follow me on Twitter, you can see when I'll be going online with you guys to race on Xbox 360, PC, and PS3 as well. So with the F1 season starting very soon, I think I'm going to have a very strong motivation to play the game again, especially online. So look around the time for the Melbourne Grand Prix in Malaysia. Anytime after that, I think I'll be playing online a lot more with you guys. So stay tuned for that. Mickey says, are you going to do the Cucumber Challenge again? Possibly, but not in the same aspect that you probably would have seen it in the past. Essentially, the core gameplay might be the same as a Cucumber Challenge type video, but it's not going to be called the Cucumber Challenge, so you just have to wait and see and find out what that series is. Connor Shepard says, what is the most bullshit penalty you've ever been given? And Gutierrez breaks early there, and we have got a penalty, ladies and gentlemen. That is unbelievable that we've got a penalty for that. Lap 13, we're letting someone through, and we've got another penalty. Ignoring the blue. I was letting him through as I got the... I'm out of words. Luke Spellman says, if you had the chance to drive for an F1 team, which one would it be? I love your videos. Cheers, Luke. I'd probably drive for McLaren. As I said before, my favourite team. I guess there's a lot of, I don't know, hype and prestige around that team. So too with Ferrari. There's just something about those big teams and the history of those teams in Formula 1. So it'd have to be McLaren for me. Smooth Racing says, favourite video of 2015 so far. Now it has to be the finale of Sprint Mode that we did most recently, I think in January. So that final, well, those races really, I just really enjoy making those videos, but especially the finale. It was really good to just do some things with the editing and really just watch back those videos with Matt and Noble. It's just so funny. Even I was laughing so much even just editing the video together, and you guys really do seem to enjoy those videos as well, so has to be Sprint Mode. Kareem says, have you got a girlfriend? I don't know, not officially, but I am talking to someone, possibly. What is your opinion on Manor possibly starting in Melbourne? This is a tricky one, because Manor, they've sort of come back from the grave, essentially. They come out of administration from what was Borussia. To be honest, they might be ready for Melbourne, but they're nowhere near going to be competitive. I think their only goal is literally just to qualify within the 107% rule so that they can get their earnings from last season. That's really the goal for Manor at the moment. Jay Southwood says, if you could add any circuit into the F1 calendar, which one would it be? I'm not sure. It's an interesting one. Why don't you guys answer that one for me, because there are a lot of great circuits out there, but for me right now, I actually can't think of any. So let me know down in the comments section below. When will my F1 2010 career mode start? Now this is an interesting one. At the moment, I've got a lot of things going on with YouTube, and I'm also starting uni. I probably already started by the time this video has gone out, so I'm a bit limited for time. But if the motivation strikes, then I could start a F1 2010 career mode series tomorrow or something like that. But realistically, I think it's probably a few weeks away. Victor Penson says, how long does it take to make a video from race till upload? Depends on the video, to be honest. A career mode video is generally the longest video that it takes to make, especially if it's 100% race. So the time that goes into some of those videos could be upwards of about 5 or 6 hours at least. You know, from rendering, well, it could be even more if you include the upload and the rendering time. But basically, you've got a 2-hour race. You've got the editing, which takes, I don't know, somewhere between half an hour to an hour, depending on how much effort I put into it. Then you've got the commentary, that generally takes me quite a while as well. Then you got the rendering, the upload, setting the thumbnail, all the settings on YouTube, and then eventually publishing it out to the public. So yeah, many hours goes into every single upload that goes up on the channel. And that's the same thing for any YouTuber, really. Alex93 says, what is your dream job? Possibly a race car driver, but I'm pretty close to the dream job at the moment. YouTube is a very close second. Dan says, do you still feel guilty for raping the lag bubble you gave me in Hungary Afro League Season 2 on the last lap? No. Lorenzo says, is there a project you would like to follow in the future? Now, I'm not too sure what you mean about this. Are you talking about YouTube-wise or what? In terms of a project, apart from what I'm doing right now, you know, there's a lot of other avenues I could explore in terms of other racing games. Project Cars is one of those, Gran Turismo 6. I could travel down the Forza route. There's a lot of Forza YouTubers who are doing very well at the moment, but for the foreseeable future, I'm still going to be doing F1, but I might dabble into some other racing games from time to time. Who knows? Maxep says, what inspired you to do these videos? As I said before, FizzyFan91, one of his montages really got me into making videos and just uploading the race highlights from my league races. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Top Track 1 says, will you do any new series on F1 2015? Well, of course, there's always room for new series. At the moment, I've got a lot of one-off videos that I want to do on that game. In terms of new series, there's 1 or 2 different things I could do, possibly. But between now and then, I could actually think of more new series I could do. So who knows? But yeah, one thing's for sure, I will be doing new content on the new game. Jack Nightingale says, what age were you when you first got into racing and video games? For me, it started with the PlayStation 1 when I was about 6 or 7 or 8, something like that. Started off with Crash Team Racing, such a really good game. Played that for years. From there, it sort of progressed to the Toka Racing games by Codemasters, and then after that, I moved on to Forza Motorsport 3, and then at the same time, or just a little bit after that, F1 2010 came out, and I haven't looked back since. I've been playing F1 games. That's sort of my main racing game ever since, so yeah, that's sort of how the natural progression was over my lifetime of playing racing games. Did you buy your dream Nissen? #lagbubble. Now, for those of you who don't know, on Twitter, I pulled a little bit of a prank on my followers. I tricked some people into thinking that I got a Nissen 350Z for free, and for the most part it worked, especially on X-Matty-G, by the way. He was absolutely raging. But no, I don't have that car. I do want to get it sometime this year, so we'll see what happens. I'm saving up all my pennies at the moment, and then hopefully I can get it sometime this year. It'd be an absolute dream if I could. Definitely one of the goals of 2015. Luke says, how many subs do you think you'll hit by the end of 2015? Now, this is a very open-ended question. It's very unpredictable. YouTube can be, yeah, very hard to predict sometimes, but in terms of 2014, I gained 40,000 subscribers. I started this year with 60,000, so if you do the maths, I should potentially hit 100,000 subs this year. But with F1 2015 coming out as well, it should be a massive year for any racing game channels that cover F1 games. So I think we could possibly extend the marker a little bit, maybe say 110,000, possibly 120,000. That's what I'll be pushing for as much as I can. So too with other projects like Project Cars or any other racing games I might do or cover over the year. So fingers crossed I can just hit that big one of 100,000 subscribers. And that's all the questions that I got in from the Twitter Q&A. Thanks to everyone who managed to send them all in, and sorry I couldn't answer all of them, but I did my very best at trying to answer as many as I could without making the video go for too long. So that's going to do it for today. Make sure you follow me on Twitter if you want to get involved in open lobbies, if you want to ask me questions, anything like that. See some behind the scenes stuff and follow other YouTubers, and get on Twitter. If you haven't made an account already, I suggest you do so, because you're missing out if you don't have Twitter. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Until my next video, guys, I'll see you next time. Oh, I got the helmet on.
Go! No, don't go. I need to put my helmet on.
I'm
Stop! I need to put my helmet on. I don't care. Safety first.
Oh, oh no!
Oh
No!
my God. My right elbow is just bleeding the shit. Are you having a joke? My guy's absolutely oh no, I've got stars on me.
What?
You're on top of me.
Get on!
Get on! No, you're such a prick.
I've jacked you twice,
Please.
I still have no stars. Oh! Alright, let's go, let's just go.
Oh my God. Well, I'm dead. Thanks a lot, American police. We're having a little squabble on the flipping bike and you just shoot me down.